welcome to MEA Cafe. I'm your host, Sarah Masood, and today we have four brave young ladies from the Support Syria Refugees Association. Ladies, thank you for being here and welcome.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and start individually. I want you ladies to introduce yourselves, tell us a little bit about what you do, and then we'll go ahead and go right into the organization, okay? We'll go ahead and start with you.
My name is Rola. I am currently a sophomore at Wayne State University studying electronic arts. I really love the field I'm in because, it's just art is my passion, and especially being involved in this organization and getting to use my passion to help the cause I couldn't ask for anything better. I'm also involved in the Muslim Student Association at Wayne, and we do a lot of great things like dinners and just raising money and just creating a really good community, a Muslim community at Wayne. So the future looks bright.
That's great.
My name is Aya Musfaqa, and I just graduated with a film degree from Wayne State. And it's something I've been wanting to do since 8th grade, so to finally do it and graduate is a big accomplishment. Right now I'm working on a screenplay for a political narrative, and I'm working on smaller projects for different things, and a lot of my time is for this association. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm also using my talent to help expand and make this association better.
My name is Zaina Ghalawanji, and I'm currently a freshman at U of M Dearborn, and I hope to get a major in political science, and I want to spend a couple years of my life working as an undercover journalist in the Middle East. That's something that I'm really passionate about, and then hopefully after that I'll be able to go to law school.
Hello, my name is Noah Musfaqa, and I'm a freshman at U of M Dearborn too. And I'm still undecided on what exactly I want to do as a career, but I do want to go into science, but I also want to go into an art. So I'm still deciding what it is I will do, but I know what I'm going to be doing, but I just don't know what exactly.
That's okay. It will come to you with time. Now, you all have very different fields of study that you guys want to go to, but kind of similar. And it's really interesting because you guys touch up on a lot of things. Now, I'll come back to that, but first, I want you guys to talk about the organization. Go ahead and Aya, if you want to explain the organization itself and how it started.
Okay, well, first, the Syrian Revolution started March 15th, and that's when we were all, checking the news, reading articles, and trying to understand what's happening in Syria. And the news was very devastating, and we were all very touched, and we would get depressed and call each other, and we thought we have to do something. And everyone thinks, we told people we want to do a change, try to do something, and everyone's like, okay, whatever. Making a change is so overrated. So we sat together and we decided we have to do something. So Rula's an artist, so we're like, maybe you can draw something, and then Zaina's like, maybe we can put it on something to sell, like a hoodie. And we all worked together. We advertised, Noor and I, we all advertised. We all just, we wanted to sell these hoodies and make profit. Right? And then because we had to think of a way to get the money to the Syrians, and that's very hard because there's no way our money is going to get to people in Syria. It's not
There's
guaranteed.
No guarantee. Okay.
Yeah. So I went to a fundraising dinner. Who went with me? To Sam's?
Us too.
Oh, they did. We went to Sam's. It's the Syrian American Medical Society. Yeah.
Okay.
And they are a big organization, and it's guaranteed that all their money and all the donations they get to the Syrian refugees in neighboring countries, mainly in Turkey though.
Okay.
So we thought, all the profit we get, we can just give it to Sam's because it's a guarantee, and there's obviously experts and professionals working in the organization that can get the money to the Syrian refugees. So that's the route we took, is to...
Go ahead, you had something to
Yeah,
say.
and when we were at the dinner, they were actually showing videos and stuff from refugee camps in Turkey. And it was, we all live a pretty comfortable life here, and we just felt like the videos would show people, because when people came from Syria, they thought they were just going to stay for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They didn't know it was going to end up, a few months, almost a year now. And so a lot of them, and now the winter's coming, and a lot of them have came with 1 or 2 outfits, came with, not a lot of things.
Right.
Yeah, they traveled really light, and so they were just showing how the weather was getting colder, and they didn't have blankets. They didn't have so many things that you need for the winter, and we were like really affected by pictures and videos
Right.
that were presented in the dinner. So.
It's obviously very heartbreaking to watch the news on a daily basis. What's going on right now, and since this started, it's a very repetitive situation, and I'm sure you guys were constantly watching the news. Was there a news story specifically that triggered you or kind of hit your heart? I know you wanted to share something personal.
Yeah. Before I got involved, I was like everyone else. I would watch the news and keep up to date with what was going on, and it hadn't really affected me. You're not really affected by a tragedy until you know someone who's been affected, like someone close to you. And I actually had a friend in Syria who, in the beginning of the revolution, everyone was afraid to get involved. Everyone was afraid to say anything against the government. He was one of the first people that actually spoke out. He wrote a poem about freedom and posted it on Facebook and dedicated it to the revolution. And unfortunately, government officials arrested him, and he was tortured. And they finally released him when his dad agreed to pay about $100,000 for his release.
Wow, and that's really heartbreaking because you see people try to make a change during this situation while they can, and obviously the government back home is really strict on that. It's very political too. Mm-hmm. So try to make that change, and then you guys are miles and countries away, and you try to reach out. And I could see how that could be very effective. I want you guys to go ahead and explain to us a little bit about a couple of events that you guys put together to capture people's attention in order to expand your help.
One of the first things that we did, the first actions that we've taken are designing the hoodies,
Mm-hmm.
our hoodie campaign, which we designed hoodies and we're selling them. We started selling them. When did we start selling them? September, and like until now we've sold almost 300,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even more.
We're getting orders now by the minute.
How else do you guys raise money? Because obviously that's a big thing for the support.
Well,
Other
that's
than this.
right now. That's what we're only
That's
doing
what you
is the
guys doing.
hoodies, but we do plan on expanding into
Yeah.
more.
And we're more items other than a hoodie, but we're also trying to plan a fundraiser, but like a benefit concert, something entertaining, not a boring fundraising.
Right.
And that way we'll get a lot of youth,
Yes.
and because that's who our audience is.
Right.
We want younger people that want to be
Want to be involved and
yeah.
want to make
Most
a
of
change.
the time it's adults who are into these things,
Yeah.
but we want youth to do something about it. So yeah, we're planning a fundraiser, a benefit concert, but that's still not 100%.
Now you guys created a flash mob. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at it, and then we will have you guys talk about it and explain a little bit. So let's take a look at the flash mob.